Morning.
Morning.
Millions of years of evolution have done an incredible job.
Yep.
Your feet are incredibly capable bits of kit, and there's three main systems in your feet. The first is your skeletal system. 26 bones. Your big toe is incredibly important. Some people call it the great toe. What runs down that great toe is linked to your second system, which is your muscles and tendons. And that's your big toe flexor muscle and tendon. And so it's almost the most important anchor and kind of pivot point is your big toe.
Yep.
And it can move independently. It's attached to the bottom of your tibia and your fibula. The great toe is where all the action's happening, and you probably know that from your surfing. So you've got your arch, and underneath your arch you've got plantar fascia and some other amazing ligaments and tendons. And in the West we're really obsessed with nice high arches and supporting that arch. But the arch plays like almost 50% of your natural shock absorption and energy return. So having a strong, dynamic, capable arch is incredibly important.
Got it.
Move then finally to the back here, and you've got this incredible elastic band that runs up here. It's called your Achilles. It's linked to the bottom of your calf, and then there's this cool network of tendons and muscles that come all the way up the back, and the last tendons that come over is literally the top of your eyebrows. And so you've got this spring going all the way back here, and so for running, when you're tapping into that kinetic energy, it's just the springs are kind of working.
Interesting.
So it's pretty cool. And then finally, the soles of your feet have got hundreds of thousands of nerves in, which is exactly the same as your hands. So your feet are made to feel, and to feel for a reason, right?
Yeah.
And all of that really important sensory feedback your brain's getting, and then your brain is able to put your limbs in the right area of space and time to deal with those forces. You know kind of better than ever as someone that's grown up barefoot and spends most of your time barefoot that a strong, capable pair of feet is foundation and natural movement and healthy movement and all that stuff.
Yeah, it all starts with the feet.
All starts with the feet. All right, so let's do, we call it toga.
Toga.
See what we did there?
Yep, I got it.
Little feet kind of exercises just to kind of release some of the mobility. So the first thing we do is we're going to shake hands with our feet, not each other's feet.
Oh, I was getting ready for it.
So if you put your fingers in between your toes like that, and you're gonna run them in a kind of clockwise direction, really try and release that big toe and all the met heads clockwise, and then a little bit anti-clockwise. Yeah, it's a little bit painful.
Yeah,
Feel okay?
feels good actually.
Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is just try and kind of like tap into the dexterity of our toes. So the first thing we're going to do is focus on the big toe, and we're going to like try and push it into the ground. Nice straight posture, and try and push that big toe into the ground, almost like you're pushing a nail into the ground, and push it as hard as you can. And you should kind of feel that almost in the front of your arches.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost like slightly kind of slightly
Cramping?
almost like it's going to cramp.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Then we're going to do the same thing but with our other four toes. So big toes in the air, and push those toes down. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your left foot and you're going to bend that toe knuckle back, and you're really, really pushing down until it kind of just beyond the point where it feels like it's going to break, which wouldn't be a good idea. And you're releasing that kind of toe rocker.
Yep.
And then do it the same thing, but then putting the little toes underneath, and again pushing down, almost particularly on your second kind of met head or your second toe, and trying to engage that big toe down as well, almost like a tripod. Next one is, it's linked to the squat. And so the squat is an interesting one. It's almost like our evolutionary natural resting position. Yep. But most people sit all day. So most people start to lose the mobility in knee, ankle, heel, toe rockers. What we're going to do is we're just going to get into a deep squat, try and keep the back a bit straight. And what you're looking for is being able to put your knees kind of almost in front of that kind of big toe, particularly your ankles. So then standing back up, we're going to get onto our tiptoes. Okay, then we're going to squat down on the big toes and stay on those big toes. And again, that's engaging with balance, but also kind of unleashing the the rocker in your big toe, and then stand up again. Then we're going to do it on the outside of the feet. Again, this is all just mobility in the ankles and toes and all of that sort of stuff. And then squat down again. How's that feel?
Good.
And then up. And then the final one, and this is like, only the pros can do this. It's almost a bit of a joke. Is can you do it on your heels? First one to fall over. Okay. Okay. Oi! Not quite.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Nice. And that's it.
Got it.
Cool.
I love it.